Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno. How y'all doing? I'm doing okay today. Yesterday was a different story, and I'm going to get into it. Um, so a lot of you know I have changed the name of the channel to the Meniere's Experience because that's what I talk about, and this is me talking about my experience. Actually, I will do a little bit of a video on the Meniere's Experience change. But So yesterday was a very weird day, and I know I've been a lot on the computers for the last week. Literally, changing the name and other things I've been doing for Vita. And yesterday, while I was sitting at the computer, after a couple of hours, I started getting vertigo. And I was like, oh shit, crap. I called my wife in, Diane, come here. And she comes over and she's looking at me, she's like, oh my God. Haven't seen that in a long time. So, she helped me to bed, and what I always do first is I don't go for the rescue meds. I tend to just lie down and try to fall asleep, which I did. But I noticed within 20 minutes the vertigo was calming down. Well, it wasn't very long. It was 20 minutes, half hour. So I noticed it was coming down as I was lying there. And then I dozed off, and then I woke up and I felt better. And I'm thinking, okay, I haven't really eaten anything I'm not supposed to. I haven't really, you know, moved any faster or anything like that. I did hurt my back yesterday, just getting out of a chair yesterday morning. I don't know what that was all about. My back just locked up. It's starting to free up now. Um, but didn't understand what happened, and the only thing I could think of is I spent too much time on a computer. For the last couple of days, maybe it finally caught up with the lights and everything, and triggered it because my ear wasn't full either. This ear doesn't get full anymore. But this wasn't full or anything. It didn't feel, anything like that. My hearing is just as good as it was before. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? And that was the only thing I could think of. I mean, maybe the pain from my back could have, caused me stress to do that. But I'm thinking more along the lines it was something with the computer. But it also doesn't mean that I'm going to sit there and go, oh, surgery didn't work. Fuck it, I'm dead. Blah. My life is over. Blah. Like a lot of people do. I wasn't about to do that because, hey, you know what? One attack in 9 months compared to 4 or 5 attacks, sometimes twice a day, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because I'm going to have one attack once a month. I mean, once every 9 months or once every couple of months or maybe once a year. And it's not going to be that long. Yeah, that's a win compared to what I was doing. I can still go out and do things. I can still do this and that and the other thing. Just not today. Not just that day, like yesterday. So it was, I didn't get down on myself. I didn't get upset. I didn't, I'm going to call a fucking doctor. I'm going to get a new doctor. I'm going to do this. No, I just was like, hey, man, it happens. And it's time to carry on and keep going forward. One attack is not the end of the world when you've been dealing with this stuff for almost 12 years. And I'm okay with it. Because see, the surgeries, like the sac decompression surgery, this doesn't take away the vertigo per se. It makes it less. It makes it way less. But you're still going to get vertigo from time to time. I still got Meniere's disease. It doesn't get rid of the disease. And a lot of people think that. You have these surgeries and cured. You're not cured. I was still getting the disease and I'm off balance and I'm this and that. Which is part of the disease. Or the syndrome. I should call it a syndrome. So it's all part of it. But if we could only have vertigo, it happens every so often and not all the time, then yeah, it's still a win, man. It's still a win. I'm still happy. I'm still thrilled. Still looking forward to the spring when I can go fishing. and who knows, that vertigo could have been caused from the hole in my eardrum. I do have a hole in that eardrum. in this one. Could have been caused by that. So, I'm not going to draw on anymore about what caused it, but just be thankful that, hey, it was 20 minutes. It was only one in the last 9 months. I feel good today besides some back pain. Um, I said, other than that, I feel good. So I'm going to carry on. See what I mean? A lot of people like to go down the rabbit hole. They like to go to the negative when something happens like that. I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. I did, 8 or 9 years ago, but I don't do that anymore. And a lot of it has to do with, I went to therapy after I had to stop working, behavioral therapy, because I was going off the deep end because I couldn't work anymore. And I learned a lot about myself, not just how to handle not working anymore, but, realizing I've had depression my whole life. And so I learned how to handle things a lot better. And that's why I always say, yeah, you really should, seeing a therapist, getting a behavioral therapist is not a bad idea. It's very good. And there's nothing wrong with it. Whether you're a man or a woman, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, this isn't the 1950s. A lot of times people with depression in the 1950s, they were institutionalized. They had lobotomies done. Now, it's a different world and it's more accepted that you go see a therapist. So that might be a reason why I handle things a little differently than some others. But, I'm still kicking. I'm still doing this channel. And I'm going to be here for a long time. So, on that note, I don't want to go on forever, but just wanted to let you know that, yeah, I did have vertigo yesterday. It wasn't long, and I'm handling it well. I'm not going to go into, the end of the world mode because of it, or be mad at my doctor, or find a new doctor, or run to the Cleveland Clinic, or run to the Mayo Clinic, or whatever. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to be me. So on that note, I'll talk to you all later. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.